what's going on? It's King Kash V. I'm just coming in from Miami right now. I'm down here in Cleveland, Ohio, checking on my properties. Actually, I might just stop in on one of them, and then another one I'm about to close on today. It's a good day. I'm about to close on a new property. Like I said, everything I'm buying is duplexes that I'm holding besides building, as far as if I'm building new construction. So I'm about to close on this double, and then we're gonna max it out to the attic, and we're gonna turn it into a triplex. So today is a good day. Acquiring new properties and stuff like that. It's cold down here, man. You see, you got bubble coat on. It ain't like Miami. So stop at this project real fast. Just take a look at everything. I'm just gonna do another little walkthrough because the crews, they finished up. They did their little cleanup and stuff like that. I just want to put my eyes on it while I'm here before I go through the Section 8 process. And then we're gonna sit up here and go over to the title company so I can close on this triplex. Well, duplex, but turn it into a triplex. So. Okay, so we just, like I said, I was coming here from Miami. We just got down here. I had to check on this property. I'm about to go close on this other one, but I just kind of want to show y'all guys some of the stuff here that I did. Of course, I put these cans in. I like putting the cans in. Brings a lot of light. I also like to go with like lighter walls. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you like to go with darker walls. It makes it seem like it's brighter in here. This was a fireplace here. We blew that out. I came in here with this. I like to put these in here a lot. In a lot of different houses and stuff that I like to do. So those is real easy to do. You just mount them inside there. You pop it right in. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. When we blew this out, I ran LVLs across. A lot of people, sometimes they use like 2x6s, but I think that the LVLs is better to use. They cost more, but structural, wise, they are better to use as far as holding up everything how it needs to be held up. Then we're gonna come through here. This light, I used to get a lot of lights off Amazon and stuff like that. Let me turn it on for you. It's a pretty cool light. I mean, Amazon has a lot of cool products and stuff. I get different fixtures and stuff off of there, or definitely from overseas. And then this blind here, don't blind this. Look like something happened here with some water, but I'm gonna ask them about that and see what actually happened, and then we'll have to come in and replace that. But other than that, I think everything here is nice. The floors, I always like to go with a lighter floor instead of a darker floor. I'm so big on less is best. And I like to use just colors and stuff that's just gonna make everything seem brighter instead of a darker color. I'm all about oak, yellow oak, stuff like that as far as floors and stuff. But these napkins, but I just think that it's better to make everything looks cleaner and stuff like that. So that's why I did a lot of different things that I did here. But this house, it didn't come out too bad. A lot of stuff, we kept a lot of stuff, used a lot of different stuff, but everything came out pretty good. So here, I had some wood chop block or whatever. So we chopped this and made countertops, shaker style cabinets. We got it from Home Depot. Not nothing too crazy or nothing like that. And actually, these Subway bevel tiles, I actually had some of these left over from another project that I did. So I actually end up using those instead. You came in, these handles, I use these handles a lot. Like I said, I love coming in with white cabinets. I'm not a person that really like brown or dark cabinets. Like I say, I just love for everything to be bright and stuff, and I think that's great. But then I'm gonna show y'all this light up here. So we're gonna come up, I'm gonna show you that light. That's another light I got off Amazon. It's pretty cool. It has a fan in there too. So you heard that click on, it got the light. So even if you in here cooking or something like that, you got a little fan to cool it down and stuff like that. So I thought it was pretty cool. It didn't really cost a whole lot. And I like to put different lights and sinks and stuff in because it just makes, I think it just gives it more of a modern and better feel. It's definitely from the stuff that I picked. So then the bathroom too was so crazy. I had a lot of this stuff that was left over too. But like I said, we cut that for the countertops downstairs, and we used some of this to make shelves. So a lot of materials and stuff I try to use in other ideas in different ways. This vanity, I got this from Home Depot. It wasn't, as a matter of fact, no, I got this from Amazon, so it wasn't too crazy. And then I want to show you this shower head here. I actually had this left over from 2021. They actually had sent me one and it had got lost, and then they actually sent me another one. It's a company that I like to use a lot. It's called Pop, it's a little like overseas company or whatever, but I like using their stuff a lot. And then this tile too, I had this tile left over from another project that I did as well. So I like using these on like showers and stuff like that, mostly like rentals. But when I'm getting into like more of like higher end stuff, I like to do that subway bevel tile with like designs and stuff with different colored grouts and stuff like that. So I think about 60,000 in on a project. The appraisal came back at about 135. At 135, I'm going to do like a refinance, cash. I'm basically pulling the equity out. So pulling the equity out, I'm pulling about 101 around. I don't have the exact number, about 101, 102,000 at 75% and what the value is. And you know, it's still a lot of equity there. So you know, we walking away with about 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, yeah, about 40 some thousand in equity. So I can take that money and go on to another property. So, you know, I'm gonna say that it's not a bad deal. Market rent in this area is 900 to about 1,200 a month. So on a Section 8, we should be able to get, possibly for the max for that, we should be able to get about 1,200. And I think it's not a bad deal. I got something with passive income where I'm collecting money every month. And then also on top of that, I was able to acquire a property, you know, and you know, I like to do that as far as in the inner city with lower end properties that I buy. And mind you, I bought this property for $25,000. You know, it was $25,000, and you know, I didn't pay that much for it. So I'm gonna take y'all downstairs. I know a lot of people probably don't even show the basement. It's not nothing crazy or nothing, but so down here, just like this different stuff. So like, this is a hot water tank. It's so crazy because actually, when I was working on this house, they had called me. Somebody had actually broke in. But the key thing also, when you dealing with stuff like that, is to make sure you have insurance. So every property I have, I make sure I have the proper insurance on there. So that wasn't no problem or issue. My insurance, they cover everything that happened. But we had to come in with another new tank. Furnace, you know, they had messed up and did this. So we actually bent this out and was still able to use it, but we had to come in with another furnace because they stole the other furnace, and we came in and actually the condensation pump was cool, so we didn't have to do too much with that. But another thing I want to let y'all know, so a lot of places too, like houses that I see, they don't do any tie-ins to the actual return. So that's what this is here. Every property I do, as far as rental or for sale, well, not even for the ones for sale, because new construction, we don't really do the tie-ins for those, but for anything I'm doing on a rehab, we tie in to the cold air return and stuff like that. I think it helps with how your furnace is gonna run. So then here, we're gonna close up this panel here, but they gotta come in. Seems like they got, I think you gotta still add these other breakers and stuff here, but you see, pretty clean, how they got everything ran. They got stuff labeled for what it needs to be labeled for. So I think my guys, they do a pretty good job. And then also I always make sure I have a security system. I can move it if I need to move it from anywhere else. But this security system, I use them a lot. And like I say, it helps keeping properties and stuff safe. But fun fact, when that break-in did happen, the problem I had with that was I think whoever was here, they forgot to put it on. But it might have been an inside job, but you know, you can't stop everything, but at the end of the day, I got the right insurance, so it covered what it needed to be covered. So that was it for this property. I'm gonna get over to the title company so we can close on this other house and keep everything moving. So I think pretty much just some small little stuff. We gotta put the cover back on there. That's about it. And you know what I'm saying? Probably just do a little bit more cleaning up, and we're gonna be Section 8 ready for this one, and everything gonna be good. We just got to the title company, about to go in here and close on this house and get started and get to work. Closing on the house. I'm gonna tell y'all over and over again, house and house and house and house. That's what I believe in. But we're gonna get good rents out of this house. Today's a good day to close on something, you know?
Top 5 hand down. Heard they caught you slipping with your pan down. Can't go on that mission and be playing around. Yeah, how that tough talking got you man down.